I have been on the hunt for the perfect Casio for me. And after a long dramatic search, I finally found it. The Casio A158W. So yeah, well, that's the end of the video, I guess. All jokes aside, for the longest time, actually since the very beginning of my collecting journey, as pretentious as that sounds, I have been told by many collectors on YouTube and in real life that everyone needs a Casio watch in their collection. This includes people who almost exclusively collects Patek. This includes people who have a really varied collection. This even includes people who mostly collect micro brands. But it seemed as if everyone had this shared love of Casio watches. It got to the point where I felt left out. It's very interesting because I didn't really feel left out when it came to other watches. I didn't really feel left out if my friend got a Rolex. Of course I like Rolex, but my mindset was just, oh, good for you, congratulations, that's amazing, let me take a picture of it, you know, or let me take a video of it. But other than that, it wasn't as if like, oh man, I really want that. You know, instead, I was envious of people who really loved their Casio Duro. So what did I do? I got a Casio Duro for a very good price off of Amazon, and it's good. I used it rather often. I would use it when I was cleaning around the house. I would use it almost exclusively when I was cleaning the shower, or when I was taking care of the aquarium behind me. And it's good. There's nothing bad about it. It just wasn't it, you know. When people talked about their favorite Casio watch, it didn't really resonate with me at the way that I felt about the Casio Duro. It was just like, okay, the Casio Duro just wasn't for me. I also got a G-Shock. I understand a G-Shock is technically separate from Casio, but you know what I mean. I got the Casio, and again, didn't really connect with it. It was nice, but what is with G-Shock / Casio's obsession for the Casio with making the handset the same color as the dial or the bezels? It makes it incredibly difficult to read the time. Especially for a watch that is ana-digi, I should be able to read the time easily. I should never have to struggle with reading the time. And I have perfect vision, okay? I got LASIK so that I would have perfect vision. So I know I have perfect vision, and I had trouble reading the time. It made me feel stupid, by the way. Maybe I am, but I'm just saying, a watch shouldn't make me feel stupid. And so I actually gave it to my friend Yusuku. Well, technically I sold it, but he never gave me the money for it, so I guess I gave it. Anyways, no regrets. I have never missed that watch. I'm happy for some people who do love that watch though, but it just wasn't for me. Then I got the supposedly god tier Casio, the F91W. This one I actually really like. In a way, it's kind of dressy. It sounds so crazy to say that about a watch that costs $10, and not only that, a watch that has a resin, almost an entirely resin build, but it really felt dressy in the sense that it would just slip under the cuff, you know. I liked wearing it to work. I like wearing it in all kinds of situations, you know. But the issue is, this resin strap really is horrid. Yes, I'm aware that nowadays people can mod these Casio watches or mod G-Shocks, and that I could do the same thing with this and put a nicer strap on it. You know, I understand that. I didn't want to though. You know, I just kind of had this mindset, oh, that when I would buy the perfect Casio watch for me, it would be perfect. I wouldn't have to mod it. It's fine if people want to go through that extra effort and spend that extra money. That just wasn't for me. A good example would be my friend Brian. He got Casio, he got a G-Shock, and then he didn't like the strap on it, so he literally modded it so that it now has a cool bracelet. That's fantastic. I've tried it on. Feels great. Don't really want to put in that effort though. Plus he paid extra again. And so I was just stuck in this limbo where ah man, what should I do? You know what? It feels like maybe secretly I am a quartz snob, despite my many quartz watches. Maybe secretly I only believe that mainstream brands are the way to go, right? These micro brands that I purchase and work for it's all a lie. You know, I was really thinking about that, and I understand it's not that deep, blah blah blah. Respectfully, it is that deep if you are a part of this stupid hobby, which I am.
5 hours later.
A few months ago, my mom told me that for Christmas we would be having a white elephant gift exchange. I still don't really understand how that works, but then I thought, okay, I need to pick something up. And for some reason, I just thought, what if I get a Casio watch? In many ways, this watch is the sequel to the F91W. In fact, if you go on the Japanese website for Casio, it literally props it up as the metal version or the improved version of the F91W. I understand the F91W, it has its own place in history, right? It is respectable. But I'm not gonna lie, it does feel more luxurious because this has metal. Never mind the fact that this metal is, you know, let's face it, really cheap. But I guess I was sold on the marketing. And so I picked it up, and then I literally told my friend this. I was kind of hoping that this white elephant would be canceled. And guess what? It actually was canceled. Miracle of miracles. Now, if you were to accuse me of convincing people to cancel the white elephant, well, that would be libel. I hope you are ready to talk to my lawyer. Anyways, jokes aside, because the white elephant was canceled, I decided, you know what, might as well keep it. From the last 2 weeks of December to the first week of January, I just kept wearing this. Even if it wasn't the watch that I started the day with, I would find myself switching to this watch when I got back to the hotel room, or even when I was at the mall. I just remember, I was wearing my Hamilton Titanium, which is an amazing watch, by the way. And I had this watch in my bag. Then I went to the mall to get the bracelet adjusted. And then I just decided, okay, I'll just switch watches. So I put the Hamilton in my bag, and then I just wore this for the rest of the day. It's just a really comfortable watch, similar to the F91W. It almost behaves like a dress watch, and I just love it for that. It's just so nice. I just love the look of the metal, especially I wear a lot of black, I wear a lot of gray, and it just goes so well with this. And unlike the resin strap of the F91W, the metal actually doesn't feel uncomfortable for me. A friend of mine, he also said that the bracelet is a bit too flimsy, cheap for him. And to be honest, I can see how he might think that. But for me at least, it feels completely fine, and I'm comfortable with it. I have zero complaints so far. And so this video is my long-winded way of saying I finally found the perfect Casio. I am no longer left out. Okay, now I can also criticize people. Oh, you're not wearing a Casio, you don't have a Casio, you're a snob. Get out of this hobby. How dare you? How dare you call yourself a watch collector? So what? You have the entire Holy Trinity in your watch box. You don't have a God tier Casio? Get out, I'm telling you. Once again though, I'm just joking. I swear, just joking. I find it interesting in many hobbies, watch collecting included, there is a sense sometimes that people are gatekeeping certain things. With watch collecting, and specifically Casio / G-Shock, it is the opposite of gatekeeping. People are encouraged to go out and try it. I feel the same way about Timex as well. In fact, the second watch that I got after my first ever automatic watch was a Timex Weekender. The only reason that I don't still have that was the one that I got, the second hand was so badly misaligned that it drove me crazy. And it's a quartz watch, right? So Again, it drove me crazy. I returned it. I believe I returned it within 3 days. But now that I have my perfect Casio, I can finally go on the hunt for the perfect Timex. And no, I highly doubt it will be the Timex Atelier. It has a really nice looking watch, and I'm happy that Timex is starting to do more luxury stuff. But I have a wedding to save for, so maybe not now. You know, maybe in the future. Now that I finally have the perfect Casio, I have more room to check out these other brands. You know, and now I can also look down on others who don't have a Casio in their collection, who don't wear their Casio specifically. Thanks so much for watching. If you are interested in watching more rambling videos about watches, please consider leaving a like and subscribing.